Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Today, I want to address how Riba is destroying governments. Not just individuals, not just companies, but entire nations. First, governments are battered by inflation. Why? Because Riba fuels it. When central banks cut interest rates, it pushes people and corporations to borrow and overspend as cost of credit is low. This floods economies with new artificial money, driving prices up when production lags behind. Runaway inflation hurts the working class and raises cost of doing business. Now government must stop the inflation. To halt inflation, central banks raise interest rates. But when interest goes up, debt becomes more expensive, fewer people can borrow, and access to loans becomes limited. Consumption and investment then slow down, dragging the economy into stagnation. In response, the government cuts interest rates again to stimulate spending, and the cycle repeats, an endless loop of inflation, high debt, and economic slowdown. The cycle of boom and bust is inseparably tied to riba. It is always the poor who suffer the most, first from the loss of purchasing power during inflation, and then from massive layoffs during recession. Meanwhile, the wealthy, who lend on interest, only grow richer. When governments rely on riba to stabilize the economy, they create not resilience but financial fragility, a system so vulnerable that even minor shocks can wreck stability and destroy any hope of a sustainable economy. Thus, riba can push governments towards collapse, not only through financial crises, but also through social and political turmoil. When nations are crushed by interest payments, unable to provide jobs, affordable food, or basic public services, the people lose trust in their leaders. This loss of legitimacy can open the door to military coups or spark popular uprisings. In reality, it is not the people who have failed, but the system of riba that has failed them. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.